Okay, so picture the scene. I'm about 5 years old and I'm sitting in the bath playing with this bottle of shower gel that's shaped like the Disney princess, Princess Jasmine. And then I remember really clearly looking at her wrists, these tiny, impossibly tiny plastic wrists. And then I remember looking at my own, my 5-year-old wrists, and hating them for not being sort of in proportion and graceful like her. And then fast forward to when I'm 17, I'm feeling really, really low about my body. My partner at the time he was a competitive swimmer and a rower and basically built like a god, and I idolised him. And he tells me to like stand up in front of him and turn around. And I kind of like, kind of do like a little silly twirl, and he's like, no, go slowly. And so I laboriously turn around in front of him. I look in his eyes afterwards, and the Disney princess in my head is, thinking that he's going to say something like, you're beautiful and you don't have to worry about anything. Like, you're lovely as you are. But no, his response is, well, your thighs need a little bit of work so that they don't like touch in the middle, and your tummy needs to be trimmed up, and with some work, like if you like went to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week, like you could be really pretty. Damn. So I always used to feel like because I was fat I couldn't be pretty, and I used to hate the tops of my arms and my chin and my tummy, and I just didn't feel great about myself. Like at uni, I remember this one night where I'd eaten pizza out and I just got back and I was kind of a bit drunk, and I like stripped down naked and looked at myself in the mirror and just thought that I looked as though I was pregnant, and I broke down in tears for like what seemed like hours. But then like I lived in a really, really supportive household in my 3rd year, and we got along fabulously, and I had a partner who adored me the way I was, and also I was part of like quite a lot of body positive plus size forums and stuff where we all kind of like helped each other along and saw each other for being as beautiful as we were. And I felt really fucking happy with who I was. I remember being congratulated on the forums after I posted this thing saying, I'm going to eat that last donut and, perfect and add to my curvy figure because god damn I'm gorgeous. And then I graduated. And then I was on the dole for a year living at home. And then I got cheated on, and the relationship I was in became really, really unhealthy, and my mental health really suffered, and I became very, very depressed, and I stopped eating. I just completely lost my appetite, and my weight dropped very, very rapidly, and not in a very healthy way at all. Suddenly I was away from home, I was away from the friends who had supported me, I was in a different relationship to before, I lost access to the communities that I'd been involved with online because I wasn't plus size anymore, so I wasn't really allowed on the blogs. I remember being at work and like one of the first times I'd really eaten anything, like that week I ate the last donut because we had a plate of donuts at work, and one of my co-workers called me a lucky bitch because I could eat a donut without thinking about it because I was skinny. And then another day a customer kind of came into the shop and she like pointed at, we have like these pictures of the underwear models on the wall because I'm a bra fitter, and she pointed at this model on the wall, and then she pointed at me and she said, it's women like you who make women like me starve ourselves. I mean, you can imagine, like, I was depressed, I hated my body because I felt like I've been shrinking, and I already felt like I was a traitor to, like, all of these causes that I felt so strongly for. I'd kind of just got to a place where I was really, really happy with myself, and then it just all completely changed, and then, and I was, like, a really, really kind of enthusiastic feminist, and I thought that everyone was beautiful, and I still think that everyone was beautiful, and that everyone should love themselves, and I had this woman come in and say that like I was part of the cause of her like hatred for herself, and that was just the very worst thing. Now I'm sort of starting to recover, and rebuild my body confidence really slowly, and build that positivity. The thing is, like, when you've been conditioned from the day you can read, the day you like start watching telly, or you know, start paying attention to adverts, like, you're gonna internalize the fact that you're not a photoshopped model. But no one is. Like, Cindy Crawford went on the record saying, "I wish I looked like Cindy Crawford," because the things that they do in the media to like distort our perception of bodies is so alienating. Like, I mean, you know, I work as a bra fitter. I see boobs all the time. I see women with their tops off all the time, and I see like their hatred for themselves. And everybody is different, but they're all beautiful. And I really wish that we could like harness all of the effort that we put into hating ourselves and all of the money that we put into changing ourselves, and kind of push it towards like a greater goal of just you know, feeling a lot more positive and happy about ourselves and supporting other people instead of like tearing each other down. So that's my story. I'm going to go and get naked now and just generally love myself. And right, see you next week. Bye!